It's 1991. A hauntingly beautiful woman rolls around on a beach in black and white. The music is Chris Isaak's Wicked Game. The woman? Helena Christensen. That video made her a global icon overnight. But here's the shocking part. At the height of her fame, she vanished. No scandal, no drama, just gone. What happened to one of the world's most famous supermodels? The truth is darker than anyone imagined. Helena Christensen wasn't supposed to be a supermodel. Born on Christmas Day, 1,968 inches, Copenhagen, Denmark, she had Peruvian and Danish parents. This mix gave her something special, piercing green eyes and exotic features that would later captivate the world. As a teenager, Helena wanted to be a musician. She played piano and sang. Modeling, not even on her radar, but life had other plans. At just 17, she entered Miss Denmark on a whim. She won. Suddenly, this quiet girl from Copenhagen was representing her country at Miss Universe. She didn't win the crown, but something better happened. Modeling agencies noticed her. By the late 1980s, Helena had moved to Paris and signed with a top modeling agency. The fashion world was about to change forever, and she was going to be right in the middle of it. The 1990 seconds weren't just another decade in fashion. They created something never seen before, supermodels. These weren't just pretty faces. They were superstars who earned millions and had their own fame. Helena joined an exclusive group called the Magnificent Seven. Alongside Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, and Linda Evangelista, she ruled the fashion world. They didn't just model clothes, they sold dreams. What made Helena different? While others were loud and flashy, she was mysterious. Her runway walk wasn't aggressive, it was confident and effortless, like she was just casually strolling by. Photographers loved her because she could tell a story with just one look. She worked with every major brand, Chanel, Versace, Prada. Her face was on magazine covers worldwide. But it was one job that changed everything. In 1991, photographer Herb Ritz had an idea. He wanted Helena for a music video with singer Chris Isaak. The song was Wicked Game, a haunting ballad about forbidden love. The video was simple but powerful. Black and white footage of Helena and Chris on a beach, embracing, touching, lost in each other. It was sensual without being cheap, artistic without being pretentious. When it aired, the world stopped. This wasn't just a music video, it was art. Helena wasn't just modeling, she was acting, feeling, being real. The chemistry between her and Chris felt genuine. People couldn't look away. Overnight, Helena went from famous model to global icon. But with great fame came great pressure, and that pressure was about to take a dark turn. While the world saw glamour, Helena's life behind the scenes was complicated. The fashion industry in the 90 seconds was brutal. Models were expected to be perfect 24/7. One bad photo, 1 pound gained, one wrong move, and your career could be over. Helena began to feel the weight of constantly being watched. Every outfit was judged. Every relationship was tabloid material. Every aging sign was scrutinized. She started keeping parts of her life private, but the pressure kept building. Then came the relationships that would define and later haunt her. In the early 90 seconds, Helena began dating Michael Hutchence, the charismatic lead singer of the rock band INXS. Their romance started after she appeared in their music video for Disappear. Michael was everything the rock star fantasy promised. Talented, dangerous, magnetic. But he was also troubled. He struggled with depression, addiction, and the pressures of fame. Their relationship was intense, passionate, but ultimately unstable. They broke up, but stayed in touch. Helena moved on, but Michael's demons followed him. On the 22nd of November 1997, Michael Hutchence was found dead in his Sydney hotel room. He had taken his own life. Michael's death shattered Helena. While they were no longer together, she had loved him deeply. The man who had brought so much music and joy to the world was gone, destroyed by the same fame machine that had lifted them both up. Helena barely spoke about Michael's death publicly. She attended his funeral, grieved privately, and tried to continue working. But something fundamental had changed. The fun was gone from fashion. The glamour felt empty. The constant attention felt suffocating. She began to question everything. Was this life worth it? Was fame worth losing yourself? Was beauty worth the price of happiness? While other supermodels partied and embraced celebrity culture, Helena started pulling back. She turned down jobs. She avoided red carpets. She stopped giving interviews. People noticed, but no one understood why. By the late 1992, Helena was still working, but differently. She became more selective about projects. She started spending more time behind the camera as a photographer rather than in front of it. In 1999, she had a son, Mingus, with actor Norman Reedus. Becoming a mother shifted her priorities completely. She realized there were more important things than magazine covers. Helena didn't announce her retirement, she just gradually faded from the spotlight. Seasons passed without her on major runways. Magazine covers featured newer, younger faces. The fashion world moved on, as it always does. But Helena's absence felt different. Other models retired with fanfare or controversy. Helena just disappeared, like morning mist. People kept asking, where is she? What happened? Why did she leave when she was still so successful? While the world wondered, Helena was building a different life. She focused on photography, capturing real moments instead of staged perfection. She opened a boutique in New York, selling antiques and unique items from her travels. She got involved in environmental causes. Most importantly, she was raising her son away from the spotlight. She and Norman co-parented peacefully, keeping their child's life normal and private. Helena didn't completely disappear, she just disappeared from the fame game. She still did some modeling, but only projects that interested her. She gave rare interviews, but only about her photography or activism, never about her personal life or the past. For years, this worked. She seemed content, peaceful even. The woman who had once been on every magazine cover was now taking pictures for art galleries. The supermodel had become an artist. But the truth about her disappearance was more complex than anyone knew. In recent years, Helena has opened up slightly about those difficult times. She's spoken about the pressure, the loneliness, and yes, the grief over Michael's death. She's also revealed something darker, betrayal within her own career. During her peak years, someone she trusted was exploiting her image rights without her knowledge. Her face, her legacy was being sold for profit while she wasn't even aware of it. When she discovered this, it broke something inside her. It wasn't about the money, it was about being used. The industry she had given so much to had betrayed her trust. This revelation, combined with Michael's death and the general pressure of fame, finally pushed her to step back. She didn't disappear because she was weak. She disappeared because she was strong enough to choose herself over fame. Today, Helena Christensen is in her 52nds and more beautiful than ever. She's returned to modeling occasionally, but always on her terms. In 2017, she walked the Versace runway alongside her fellow 92nd supermodels, proving that true beauty doesn't age. She's become an environmental activist, using her platform to raise awareness about climate change. Her photography has been exhibited in galleries worldwide. She's written books and continues to inspire new generations. Most importantly, she's shown that disappearing isn't giving up. Sometimes it's the bravest thing you can do. She stepped away from a world that was consuming her and built a life that fulfilled her. Helena Christensen's story isn't just about fame and beauty. It's about survival, reinvention, and the courage to choose authenticity over attention. She didn't disappear because she couldn't handle fame. She disappeared because she was smart enough to know when fame wasn't worth the cost. She lost love, faced betrayal, and felt the crushing weight of constant scrutiny. But instead of breaking, she transformed. The supermodel who captured our hearts in Wicked Game taught us something more valuable than any fashion trend. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is walk away. Today, Helena proves that true icons aren't defined by how bright they burn, but by how gracefully they choose their own path. She didn't just survive the supermodel era, she transcended it. And perhaps that's the most beautiful thing of all.